Okay, done. We are very, very alive. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good to see you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is
So what
how things going?
things are going very well. I'm in Cape Town. I just finished a nice training. I've done a gym and had a good shower, and
And
I'm
fresh.
ready for ready for a whole day because now it's 10 o'clock at night. I have a seminar at 2 a.m. that will be finished probably by 5. And
5 in
then
the
I will,
morning.
yeah, then you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to
And
be there, and I cannot wait because it's really huge.
yes,
And
and
the
then,
question today are going to be amazing.
yeah, today
And
we're going to talk about
people,
hippies.
I have some partners on LinkedIn account, and they have businesses. They attended few of webinars, and they
Hmm.
have some question.
Yeah,
So they're going to be amazing question. I know that,
yeah,
and outcome is going to be amazing
yeah,
because I
yeah,
know the source. So
exactly.
yeah, they're going to be about business. I mean, Corona for me has been excellent because the e-commerce business in this time has been really amazing. And but this is not about the coronavirus, because there's some people are now understanding every day that this is just
Just a
another,
story.
that's just a story, and they're fed up with
Just
it.
a method to control people. The basic idea is when you get people to agree to small lies, they will agree to big lies. When you get people to agree to small control, they will agree to big control. If you can cage someone just for a little, he will agree to be caged for a long, long, long time. And if you are aware, if you are not just robotically living your life, but actually looking at what's actually going on, you will see that something is wrong. And how do you know that something is wrong? When something is not nice, when someone tries to convince you that you need to be afraid, that the environment is dangerous, then you need to know that something is wrong because the environment is not really dangerous. If you think about it, people used to live in the jungles in between animals, and people live in Africa, and even now today people live in villages that are really dirty and they are not social distancing and not nothing, and it's okay. And the coronavirus is just another disease. And one of the major statistics that should wake up everyone that's still hypnotized is that that while we had all of this nonsense about the corona, so everyone was quarantines, and the use of cars went down by more than 90%.
Yeah.
With the use of cars of below 90%, like 10% use of cars, with that we had 250,000 dead people from car accidents in the past 5 months. So from the beginning of the years, 250,000 people died with most of the car not moving, which means that in a normal situation, you will have 1, 2 million people dying from car accidents alone per year. No one got crazy and said that there's a pandemic of car accidents. Just you really have to wake up. There is no pandemic. Pandemic is when people are lying in the street. Hospitals have beds around the hospitals, in the parking lots, in neighboring streets, where you need bulldozers to remove millions of people, not when 300, 400,000 people die after all the lies of the World Health Organization. So there is no pandemic. There is
Actually,
not
what you said
even close to pandemic.
is amazing because Corona did some good, even saving lives with the car accidents.
Mm-hmm. It saved more life than it killed.
And more than that, with the lockdown, we'll have more babies now.
Yeah, exactly. So So the overall number of people on Earth are growing. The relationship between people that dying to people that born are somewhere in the region of 50 million people are dying per year, or 55, and there are about 100 million people that born per year, or 150. Now, 500,000 people, if there will be 500,000 people that will die from corona, or 1,000,000 people that die from corona, and it's not, because most of those people did not die from corona. But if there will be 1,000,000 people, it's not even close to pandemic, because when you take 1,000,000 people and you divide it to the number of countries around the globe, you get to somewhere around 5,000 people per country. It's nothing.
No.
It's painful for every person, for every family. Personally, it's each one person is a disaster. But when I look at that as a global situation, it's nothing. It's like
Absolutely.
it's part of life. Dying is part of life. Otherwise, don't just go to the moon, sit on the moon, and take a vacation in the moon, and don't move. And maybe no car will hit you, and no a coronavirus, and no AIDS, and no nothing, and you won't get cancer. And I don't know. Live on the moon. Move
Live
to
on
the moon.
Don't come down here.
Don't come to
Okay.
big cities.
Yeah.
Go and live in some remote place where you don't see any people, but you're also dead.
Absolutely.
So nonsense.
So, as a businessman, entrepreneur, I have some interesting question.
Go for it.
What determined the business? How genius you are, or people you know, or something else?
Okay. So I have a rule that says that business success have the rule of 90-9-1. 90% administration, which means making things go fast, increasing the speed. 90% is making sure that all the job in the organization do their job fast. 9% marketing and sales, just 9%. 1% genius. So 90%, 90% is making things go fast, sell fast, deliver fast, invoice fast, register fast, get everything fast. Everything have to be fast. Then you do PR and marketing. I think I said marketing and sales, but it's PR and marketing. 9% it's PR and marketing, and who you know. So this is all PR and marketing, who you know, the people that you know, 9%.
That is mind blowing, because out there the viewpoint is completely different to what you just said. You know, you have to be genius. You have to know somebody, the market, this, that, and
how many people do you know? I don't know. Bill Gates. He knows 1,000 people. Like really know them. Do you think that he goes to any kind of meetings that have networking events? Or no, it's nonsense. Because how many people you can know? 500 people, 1,000 people. It's no. 90% is speed, meaning communicate to many people quite quickly, sell to a lot of people, close quickly, be effective in your delivery, quick. Everything that happens in the organization have to be quick. 9% is who you know, which includes PR and marketing. It's within that thing. And 1% is genius. So if you're not genius and you don't know anyone, if you will be fast, you will win, because 90%. So you don't need to be genius, because there are many. Each person that listening probably here has some genius in him and had good ideas that never come about. Why? Because you are genius, but you are slow.
yes,
You can be stupid, but fast. And you will see that you make much more money than a person that is genius and slow. You can take those people that I don't know, was never so good as you at school, but they were fast. They were because they were not so genius. They were more A to B. They didn't think too much. They were just going and doing something. So they just went and do something, open a business. without thinking about the risk, without thinking about anything. They just went and do something quickly. They are successful today. They just went and they heard, I can buy real estate. And they didn't understand all the ramification, everything, but they did it. And you thinking up to today to buy or not to buy. That's the difference. Speed,
Well, the point is to
bring
start.
money.
Just start. Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is number one. This is number one. And I think that I'll give you something that probably this is the most important thing that if you want to be successful, you need to understand. Okay? So, many people tell you that in order to go somewhere, you need to know where you're going. You need to have a destination. So you basically, they're telling you need to visualize what you want to have. And you need to see what you want to have. And if you will see what you want to have, you will have it. Yes? You heard that, yes?
Yeah.
I'm sure that everyone heard that. That really, if you want to get a result, what you need to do is to visualize what you want to have and to really, and they have a vision boards and all of that thing, yes? Now, people do that and instinctively they think it's correct. Instinctively they think it's correct. The point is that if you think instinctively it's correct, it's probably incorrect. Because why? Why? Because everyone, 99% of the people act instinctively and they're not successful. So probably your instinct is set up to make you fail. Now, what's the truth about this thing, and what's the wow that if you learn from this interview, just this thing, you've changed your life, okay? What you need to understand that what you want to have is something that you can give. I'll explain. Why do you get money? You get money because you have value of something that you can give. If you give, you get more money and you can give more. And if you give, you get more money and you can give even more. Most people think that the ideal scene, that where they're going for is something that they want to have, a car, a cell phone, and that's not something that you want to have. This is not what you want to have. What you want to have, what you want to design in your head, what you need to think all day long in your head is, what do I need to have that I can give so someone will give me money so I can give more? And when you start to think like that, you will see that you cannot help it but have money. Money will come to you. So the key here is to find what's that thing that you want to have, that you can have, that you can give. Because what does it mean I have something? What does it mean I have it? I have it mean it's mine. And if it's mine, I can give it. But if it's mine and I cannot give it, it's not mine because I think that I cannot have more. What do you give away? What you have a lot of? And what you have a lot of, it's your product, is your service, is the thing that's valuable, but not anything. It has to be something super, super valuable that you think that you can have and you can give. And that's what you need to define. Once you define that, once you define what can you have, what you want to have so that you can give it, and it will be valuable for someone else. Once you have that in your head, you will see that at that moment, you will start to print money.
So true. Unbelievable.
It's and really most people think about most people think about what I want to have. Give me, which means make me an effect. Because have has this thing that the more you have, the more effect you are because you don't want to lose it. But if you really have it, you give it away. If you really have something, you're willing to give it away. And only that is what you need to plan. And you can actually realize that if you want to own things, you need to realize that you have to own things that you can give. If you cannot give them, you don't own them. And when you own them, you have a lot of them because you can bring more and more and more and more and more of that. The moment that you think that there is any kind of limitation on how much you can own or how much you can have, you will start to hold it. You will not communicate. You will not throw it out. You will not get money in. and you're dead. That's the problem of 99% of the people. They never define what they want to have correctly. They think what they want to have is what can I have with me? What can I hold? Rather than what can I have is this thing that has so much value that I can give it to someone else and he will give me something back. That's the key for everything. Hi Kapil, hi Anne. I see Adi, hi, nice to see you, and Fidi, hi, and Nexi, and I hope, and Alicia, and I hope that what I'm telling you actually helps you. That's if you have any questions about what I'm saying, please write in the chat. I know that in Instagram, you cannot actually write on the chat to me right now. I don't see Instagram, but I see YouTube, I see Facebook, I see Twitter. So if you have questions on Instagram, just leave me a private message and I will answer it in the next Facebook Live or in the next live event. And if you have any questions right now on any of the other platforms, please ask me. If you want to learn more about what I'm saying, you can follow me on Instagram. It is Meir Ezra Official. Meir Ezra Official, and you can write to me and I will answer you, not some bot or some robot or someone or some help or some assistant. I will answer you and I will give you personal answers. That's number one. And if you want to learn much, much, much more, I'm doing on Sunday a free webinar. It is the secret path to you, where you will learn the actual blueprint of this universe and how you can use it to succeed. And to register, you have to go to www.meirezra.com/yoga and just register. And on Instagram, just go to my bio, click on the link and register. It is on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. South Africa time, 10 p.m. Europe. Register and you will see your life will change.
100%.
Everything that you think that it's one way, you will actually realize it's the other way, and that's why you don't succeed.
That's what you shared. Really is powerful for us. That we know it's mind blowing what you shared. And what is more amazing that I had the second question which you already asked, but for people that they wanted to know, I will just mention it. What will define how much money I will make?
How much money you will make?
Yeah.
As much as you will have this thing in your head. Really, you become as rich as you know that you have something so valuable that everyone, imagine, oh, thank you, Kapil. Yes, the link is on the chat. So you can see the link on the chat, www.meirezra.com/yoga. Thank you. Or on my bio in Instagram. So imagine that I'm a comedian, okay? So, because I was just talking to a comedian and I gave him this example. Imagine that I'm a comedian and I'm talking like any other comedian and I'm giving jokes and I make people laugh, and there are a million comedians all over the world. I will not be rich. I will maybe make some money, but not rich, not by any. But imagine that when I talk, while I'm talking, there is cash flying out of my mouth, hundreds of dollars bill. Do you understand that I will fill stadiums of 100,000 people? Yes?
Absolutely.
What you need to have in your words, in the service that you give, so much value, like you have $100 bill going out. And the interesting thing is the value have to be in your head. If you will think that this is valuable for them, and if you will define it as valuable for them, they will come in droves, they will break the doors and want your product, but only if you will not have any doubt about how valuable the things that you have is, which means if you will not have any doubt on how much you have it, how much you want it, how much is yours, and that you can give it. And if you can have that viewpoint about your product or service, that viewpoint that you are the best in something about your product or service, you will see people will just come. They will can just come from nowhere. They will not even understand what you say, but they will buy from you.
Yeah.
But because they will know something above the words, something in the carrying wave will be that they will know that what you say or what you sell is good without even understanding, because most of the thing when you buy, you don't really understand it fully. You buy something, you think it's something, and then when you get it, you start to understand it. When you buy it because the person that sell it to you, or the marketing advice or the marketing message is built in such a way that whoever wrote it or whoever delivered it, the carrying wave is such that you get it, that it is so valuable that you need to have it.
Absolutely.
That's what you need to define that you want to have. Not homes, not fast cars, not money, not anything. If you define that, all the rest comes automatically. And
Absolutely.
otherwise, you will never get it.
Thank you. Next one is accumulating data. It's not knowledge, is it?
Yeah. Data. So let's explain, first of all, let's explain this thing about what is knowledge and what's the purpose of knowledge. And so let me explain it like that. If I have an idea, let's say this is an idea, okay? This is an idea. And I want to communicate this idea. The way to communicate ideas is by number of sentences. If I understand all the sentences, I will understand the idea, provided, of course, that the sentences make sense. So music, if I understand all the sentences in music, I will understand the music. If not, it will not sound good to me because I didn't understand the sentences. Art is the same, books are the same. If you understand all the sentences, you will understand the idea. There's no way that you will not understand the idea. I think it makes sense.
Absolutely.
So the only reason someone cannot understand an idea is because he did not understand one or more sentences. Okay? Now, if you take a microscope or magnifying glass and you look at the sentence, you will see that the sentence is composed only from words and symbols. There is nothing in a sentence other than words and symbols. Which mean that if you did not understand the sentence, the only thing that can go wrong is either a word or a symbol you did not fully understand, because there's nothing else in a sentence. Comma is a symbol, space is a symbol, a word is a symbol. So sentences composed only from words and symbols. So if something go wrong with the sentence, if you did not understand the sentence, it means you did not understand the component part of the sentence, which is words and symbols. And all you have to do is to clear those words to understand what they mean. If you understand what they mean, you will understand the sentence, you will understand the idea. Okay? And knowledge is the sum of all the words and symbols that you have the correct definition for. Okay? And what's the purpose of knowledge? You accumulate knowledge for one purpose alone. And the purpose is to convince you that you actually know, that you don't need to learn. I know it sounds weird, but the only reason you accumulate knowledge is to get to a point where you know. What does it mean know? You don't, when a person knows how to play guitar, he doesn't think, well, I should do this. He knows. He learned a lot of symbols, with the purpose of knowing. Knowing means you don't rely on data. Knowing means you, the spirit, bring about the result, not some of an automatic mechanism. Because if it's what makes a difference between a guitar player that plays for years and years and years and is very technical but also dead, never will make it to the top, to a guy that also plays for years, but he do not rely on the data. He knows. When he knows, it means to know mean the ability to execute not based on data.
Amazing.
No, it's the ability to execute, to bring results not based on data. So the whole purpose of learning should be knowing and not understanding.
Amazing. Really amazing.
Yeah.
And Last question, and this question will help people to understand if they attend the webinar this weekend, Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a interesting question. What's your viewpoint on God?
On
And
God.
God and religion.
God and religion.
You know,
Okay.
before you answer, people who know you, like me and other guys, we are so blessed. We can talk about business, we can talk about God, about religion, about music, about anything. We don't have to 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 look
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Thank you.
any.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's define what does it mean God. Okay. So to understand God, I think first we need to understand what does it mean spirit versus physical. Okay. And to understand what is different between spirit and physical, what we need to understand is the following. The smallest number in this universe is 2. The smallest number in this universe is 2. I'm saying it for a long time. I don't know if I was the first person that said that or the last one, or I don't know, but I realized that some time ago that the smallest number in this universe is 2. What do I mean? This universe is composed of plus minus. For every force, there is counterforce. To have big, you need small. To have beautiful, you need ugly. To have difficult, you need easy. To have hate, you need love. So this universe is composed of 2. One do not exist in this universe. Although you can say one, but when you say one, you mean from spiritually. But in the physical universe, you cannot show me one because this is not one cigar. Because we call it cigar as an idea, but actually it's composed of billions of particles, not twos, billions of particles. Okay? So far so good?
Yeah.
So the physical universe, we can say, is composed of tools, okay? Now, the physical universe started at one point, and started mean was not here before. If I said this interview started at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it means before that at 3:51 there was no interview, and at 3:59 there was no interview. It started. So started mean was not here before. Is a very interesting definition for the word started. Started mean was not here before. It's the moment when something appeared, okay? So if this is the point where the physical universe started and it's composed of tools, yes? So what created the physical universe is not composed of tools. Make sense?
Yeah.
What created the physical universe? Because it started, which means it was not here before. What was not here before was not composed of tools. So you can say that the spiritual universe is a universe of nothing, and nothing is defined anything that is not composed of 2. Okay? And God, in my definition of God, is the thing that is not a thing. The thing that is not a thing, because it's not physical, yes? The thing that is not a thing, or the nothingness that defines the rules or the physics of the spiritual universe. God is the thing that defines the laws of the spiritual universe. Now we are made in his image, and what we do a lower level creation, which is we defining the laws of the physical universe. So the difference between spirits and gods is God define the laws of the spiritual universe, while spirits, by an agreement, define the laws of the physical universe. And if you understand that, you understand why God make you in his image, which means you can bring something out of nothing within a limited space. You don't create the laws of the spiritual universe, but you create actually the laws of the physical universe. And once you understand this concept, you will see that something amazing will happen. You will become who you really are, a god or a lesser god. Yes, not the god, but a god. Okay? So this is a god. Now, what does it mean to be spiritual? Spiritual mean any person that actually know to bring something out of nothing, or the ability to practice the creation of things from nothings, which means if you're spiritual, you don't talk about I'm changing energy, I'm controlling energy, I'm continuing over time, or anything that people tell you that has to do something with physics, physical universe. Physics is not spirituality. Spirituality is applying the technology of the spiritual universe, or is applying the knowledge or the rules of the spiritual universe. That means spirituality. It is not curing physical things. That's not spirituality. But if the spirit cure, then the spirit recreate. It's not curing. The spirit don't cure, the spirit recreate.
Amazing.
Curing is something that happened in the physical universe, doctors curing, spirits recreating.
Super.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah, and so it seems that religion has been trying to bring us closer to God, but somehow they missed something.
I think religion is one of the best things that happened to mankind, because religion brought us to here. The problem is not religion. The problem is what people did with religion. The purpose of religion, when it's pure, before it's becoming a business, is wonderful. But the moment that you take a religion and turn it into a money-making machine, you turn it into something that here to cheat people, to mislead people, to control people, instead of to free them, then the religion is not a religion. And unfortunately, I don't know all the religions in the world, yes, so I cannot say all, but the majority of the religions that I know mislead people, and they are actually businesses. They say that they are not, but they are actually businesses. They are not actually dealing with the laws but with applying the spiritual universe laws into creating the game we want in the physical universe.
That's amazing. Love it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah.
And yes, the webinar on Sunday will explain lots of it.
Mm-hmm. On Sunday, what I'm actually doing is free webinars, and the whole history of this series of webinars that called the Path to You, the lost art of the Yoga Sutras. The Yoga Sutras were axioms that were written, and basically they describe the blueprint of the relationship between the spiritual universe and the physical universe. They had some, they somehow got lost over the years because they've been moved from one person to another, generally by telling one person to another what they mean instead of actually having the definitions of each word and what they mean. And so they got destroyed. And today you see there are many, many versions of the Yoga Sutra, but whoever wrote them was not confused. He was trying to give you a very specific idea. And generally, when you have one subject and it has 50 ideas, at least 49 are incorrect. Yes, probably all the 50. So what I did, I have a friend that she's a yoga teacher, and she asked me, she said that she wants to teach the Yoga Sutras, but she saw that when she's teaching them, people don't actually get improved, they get worse. And she wanted me to debug it to find what's the problem. So I went to look at them, and I looked at them and I said, well, no one will improve from them because they're just messed up. And she said, so what are we doing? I said, I will teach you how to rediscover them. So I take the people that in that course and I teach you how to recover lost knowledge. And you just find the knowledge. This is something that is just out of this world. I don't know about anyone else that doing it, or maybe people done it before, I don't know. But as far as I know, it's never been done before on earth. It's a very unique method, and you need to be there to experience it.
Absolutely.
What I'm doing in these free webinars, I'm just preparing you, giving you some language so I can actually
Actually,
send you to where I
yeah,
want.
they are pretty, yeah, they are free, but they are so powerful that just one webinar can change your viewpoint on life.
Yeah,
That's
they're very, very, very powerful. Not easy, because everything, like if you've been listening to me in the last 45 minutes, you know that everything I say is not what you expect. It's the opposite. If you've never heard me before, it's the opposite of what everyone believes. So, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, and
Thank you, Aaron.
I
And
can
thank you
have
for
I
everyone
can
for
have
listening.
I can have lots more questions, but you know I want you to get prepared for tonight because we are excited, and
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing again. Thank you
Yep.
very much, and
Thank you. And please follow me on Instagram, Meir Ezra Official. And please register to the webinar. I promise you it will be powerful and not easy. And it's free. The webinar is www.meirezra.com/yoga. And if you are on Instagram, in my bio, just go to the bio, click, and change your life. Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank
bye
you for
bye.
Swapna for setting it up. And that's all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Cheers.